All right, now we're going to talk about how to get kids healthy and stay healthy. I know how it is. Trying to keep your family eating right is a daily challenge, and in about a month, kids will head back to school. So how do you get the right nutrition?
We're super happy to welcome registered dietitian Pat Baird to the Morning Blend to tell us a little bit more. Good to see you.
I'm so delighted to be here.
Good.
I love that segment. And you know, the piece that I like the best is where she said, make it.
Yeah.
Take the pieces and put it together. That's just like nutrition.
It is.
You take the concepts and you put them together and you make a healthy self and you make healthy kids. And do you know, this is really important, especially the beginning of the segment, because I am seeing so many trendy diets and blogs about eliminating certain foods or just dumping one food out of your diet.
Absolutely.
This can be really dangerous, especially for kids and young adolescents. The prime example of that is dairy. Dairy is the ideal source of calcium in the diet, and calcium is needed for strong bones. So there is only a very limited time that kids actually have to build strong, healthy bones.
Now, see, I'm glad that you're saying that, because I have worried lately. There are a lot of diets that I feel like try to really cut back or eliminate dairy, just like you mentioned.
Yes.
My kids have always loved milk, yogurt, things like kefir, and even if they have a protein smoothie in the morning, it almost always has both milk and yogurt in it. And so I actually feel good about you saying that, because I have 2 daughters, and I know bone health is important for boys too. But it's good to hear you say that, because we go through gallons and gallons of milk, and I'm kind of worried about it.
Well, you know what? I'm really glad to hear you say that, because I would wager that somewhere along the line, you have been encouraging your kids to drink milk. And one of the dilemmas, fascinating, a brand new survey just came out from the National Osteoporosis Foundation, where they found that almost half of the moms don't encourage their kids to drink milk. So I'm going to give you some nifty ways to do that. I have to go back to what you just said. Calcium is important for kids and adolescents. That means boys as well as girls.
Good to know.
So clearly, you know, as a mom, you can put a sandwich on the table and serve a glass of milk. You can do what you do, put it in a smoothie or a shake. That's kind of what I call maybe a sneaky way to do it.
Yeah, for kids who don't like milk.
But they love it.
Yes.
That's great.
And you get them to have some fruit along with it. I mean, that's like a double bonus. Another sneaky tip is when you make tomato soup. All kids love tomato soup. Make it with milk. And back to school is coming, so get these thermoses that are perfect. And look at this. You've got a spoon right in the top. So you can use soups and stews and things like that. Get your milk in, keep your kids' bones strong.
I'm feeling better already.
Yep, feeling good about your parenting.
For once.
Another thing that people say that they're kind of misled about is SPFs. Not that we don't need them, because they're good to prevent against skin cancer.
Absolutely.
But they don't allow us to what?
To make vitamin D rather, in the body. We call vitamin D the sunshine vitamin. When it hits the skin, it converts to an inactive form of vitamin D. When we use an SPF above number 8, it blocks that.
Right.
So we have from now till about November. From November till May, we don't have enough ultraviolet rays from the sun to do that. So foods first, eggs, seafood, those are good sources of vitamin D, and so is
milk.
Thank you. Yes. And so, but seriously, we need to look at that, because as you said, we want to prevent skin cancer. Rates of skin cancer are down, but we're also seeing real vitamin D deficiencies in this country.
And we know it's a big problem here in Wisconsin.
Okay, well, this is how we manage it with Foods First. We always want to manage food safety. We
Yes.
still have some picnic and barbecues ahead of us. First thing is to keep our hands clean. We do this in the kitchen. First thing before you prepare a meal,
Wash those
first
hands.
thing you teach
Yep.
your kids, wash your hand, hand wipes, sanitizers, hot foods hot, cold foods cold. Keep plenty of thermometers around. Again, with school coming, be sure you have thermal bags, little thermal containers, whether it's cold or hot items that they're bringing.
And one of my favorite tips for keeping lunches cold, things that should be cold in a kid's lunch, especially if you put things like meat or mayonnaise or something, is I
Yes.
freeze grapes because then they can eat them. And, you know,
That's
because
brilliant.
cold packs don't always come home. But if
Yep.
you put frozen fruit in there,
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
then it doesn't matter. And a
They'll eat
lot
it.
of times they'll eat it too.
That's
So-
fantastic.
Thank you.
No, I mean, I haven't heard that before, so I love it. And if I may, I'd like to borrow it.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can. You
Good.
can call it your own.
Okay,
It was
fine.
great. This was great information for parents to really start thinking about what we're doing this summer while kids are home and we have a little more time with them generally. And then as they go back to school, what we can do to pack healthier, safer lunches. So people can go to milklife.com to find out more about you and all these great tips for nutrition.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thanks. My pleasure to be here.
It was
Great to
great
have
to
you.
meet you. Thank you so much.